Welcome back into Wave Listens Live. I'm Michael Vanover filling in for John today, and I'm joined now by Justin Jenkins, the president of Legato Financial Group. Justin, welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks for having me, Michael.
Good to see you, man. Absolutely. Yeah. All right, so for the folks at home that maybe haven't seen you on the show or not familiar with Legato, could you give us a little bit of background on what makes Legato Financial different?
Yeah, I think it's important to know that, whenever we build out retirement plans, we truly do retirement planning. So we're looking at income planning, investments, of course, tax mitigation strategies, healthcare planning, and estate planning. We put all of that together.
So there's so many different things for different people, right? It's not a turnkey per se approach, if you will, because everybody's needs and wants and desires are different. How do you juggle all of that as you work with your different clients as you work through their retirement?
Right. Well, we have to look at all those areas, and one area is not independent of the other. They all have to be working together in a nice cohesive plan, and really looking over just one area could have detrimental effects to your retirement plan.
Well, and a lot of different people, they think, well, I'm going to get Social Security one day. Well, that's part of it, right? That's a layer. Speaking of Social Security, can you talk a little bit about that? And for people that aren't, they know what it is, but they don't know when do I get it, or just take us through that process.
Right. So Social Security, you become eligible for it at age 62. That's the earliest age. And most people do take it at 62, but that could actually be the wrong solution. You have to really map out your entire retirement plan to figure out when is the best time to take your Social Security. And Social Security maximization is really important because it is a big part of your retirement. It's probably going to account for about 40 to 50% of your retirement income in retirement planning. So really looking at that is important as you go and build out your entire plan.
And as you said, it's a sliding scale, right? So at 62, you can take it, but that's the lowest.
Correct.
Am I saying that correctly?
That's correct.
When does it fully vested, if you will?
Well, so you're at full retirement age, you're eligible for 100%.
Okay.
But then you can delay as far as 70 and get up to 132% of what you're eligible for.
So I didn't even know that.
Depending on your situation, it could make sense to take it as early as 62, or it might make sense to wait until 70. Really, everybody's situation is different and unique.
So when you talk about the situations, take me through what you're looking at. Obviously, some people have IRAs, some people have 401ks. They have all of these different things that they've accumulated over the years of their working life.
Right.
What are some of the key factors that you look at, and how can that maybe impact the decision of when to take Social Security?
I think that right now in 2022, the most important thing that you could be looking at in your retirement plan is really tax mitigation planning. And that's just because we have this current tax code that's set to expire in 2026. And when that happens, then taxes are likely going to go up. And so therefore, we really want to have a tax mitigation plan, which would tell us, when and how should we take our Social Security, because that's a form of income. So depending on what your tax plan looks like would also kind of dictate when you should take your Social Security.
And is that something that you all do as well? I mean, you help with everything from tax planning. I mean, do you have all those conversations at Legato?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, sir.
So I like it. They're well versed. It's the one-stop solution here at Legato Financial. All right, so you all have events that you have in town, various times, and you have one coming up, I believe, this Thursday night. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, we have one coming up Thursday night over at the U of L Shelby campus, and we're going to spend about 2 hours talking about Social Security and the entire planning aspect of that.
Yeah, so it's perfect for obviously today's topic. All right, so with you here, and obviously your knowledge, I always like to ask these sorts of questions. There are people watching right now that maybe they feel like I have a plan, but I'm not sure about it, or I don't want to do I have enough already saved away? Right. People that have these questions, you don't mind talking to them, right? And helping putting them on a path, or I guess it's risk-free to come out on Thursday, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's totally free to come to that event. We're going to talk a whole lot about variety aspects of your retirement plan. So coming out to that's totally a free event. Just come and get some education from different sources, and we'll be able to go through the entire plan.
It doesn't hurt. And obviously with what's been going on in the stock market right now, I think people, they really want that sense of knowledge and security that comes from somebody that does it every day, all day like you. Right. And I think that's really, really important. So what would you say to people that, again, they're watching right now, and I don't want to say, maybe uneasy is the wrong term with what's been going on. What is, as you're looking ahead, how are you feeling about just things in general?
Yeah, well, uneasy might not be the wrong term. I mean, to be honest, the market is down. It's down for the year in a pretty big way. And so really, looking at your investment strategy as you get in and closer to retirement is really important, and having proper balance in your retirement plan. So many people think that diversification is the solution. Well, it's very hard to diversify right now. Almost every sector is down to some degree. So we have to make sure we have proper balance in your investment plan. So having some money that's totally protected from losses in savings accounts and things like that, and then having some money that's built just for income planning, and then having some of that money that's more on the growth and inflation protection side. Having that balance allows you to rest a little bit easier at night, because we know the market's going to go up, down, or sideways, right? It's going to do one of those things. And so having proper balance allows you to sleep a little bit better at night.
Well, not only that, and you talk about how it's not a one-size-fits-all approach at Legato. What you do for somebody that's 35, 45, 65, everybody's different, right?
Absolutely.
And that balance is going to be different. And
Absolutely.
so I think that's important. People that, the day traders out there, the people that think they can figure it out, that's why it's really important to have another set of eyes and ears. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And what would be, if you had to describe, again, I know you talked about the different service lines and things that you offer at Legato, what would you say is your personal philosophy in the way that you manage money and help people really enjoy their retirement?
Yeah, that's honestly, I always kind of joke around and tell people that the computers are much smarter than me. So, we plug in the data. We really make sure that we're looking at all aspects of someone's retirement plan and then let the computer tell us what makes sense for this particular person in this particular situation. So my philosophy is to utilize the tools that we have to really make that person's plan as good as it can be.
I like that. Okay, that sounds good. Now, if you would, again, the event coming up this Thursday night. Correct. Talk about if people are interested, where it is, and all of those details for me.
So it's at the U of L Shelby campus. It's from 6 to 8. Recommend everybody showing up about 5:45. Those events are pretty full most nights. So you want to get there as early as possible. You can go to our website and find more information on it. And if you don't mind to pre-register, that would be very helpful for us as well of getting everyone in.
Yeah, and you can email info@legatofinancial.com or you can call 877-573-2043 for more information on that event and other events coming up in the future.
Absolutely.
Right? All right, Justin, thanks so much for being here today. We really appreciate it. And again, if they want to reach out, the info is on the screen.
Yep.
All right,
so much,
and enjoy your event Thursday night. All right, when we come back, we've got